because you are going on freaking tour.
Oh, you say tour
Oh, I say tour.
instead of tour?
Tour? Yeah.
Because it's the first time I've written a narrative piece.
Yes.
This is not like, I've always just done variety shows.
Hello there, and welcome back to Life in Bold. My name is Ben Hawes. I am your wonderful host, and I'm so excited to share this episode with you today. We have Seann Cantatore, who is my favorite musical comedian friend. She is an improviser, a sketch comedy artist, and I love working with her on all things, including doing my podcast. She's been on the podcast before. She's a returning guest, and I'm so excited to have her back. She's so funny and just makes me laugh so much. So without further ado, please join me in welcoming to the Life in Bold stage, Seann Cantatore.
Is this an okay tempo?
Is this an okay tempo? Not a funny joke right off the bat. The first thing you said was funny.
Thank you.
I'm so excited, everybody, to have Seann Cantatore back. This is Rosie O'Donnell.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's from the 90s.
Oh my gosh. I remember.
Yeah, you remember Rosie O'Donnell from the 90s?
I remember the 90s.
Yeah.
And
well,
Rosie.
Seann Cantatore is on the podcast today, and I just have to say I'm remarkably obsessed with the fact that you're here.
Oh, I actually thought you were going to say upset. The way
No.
you started saying obsessed, I thought you were making a joke with a straight face like you do.
Yeah. I do that.
Yeah.
I do say rude things to
Remarkably
people
upset
as a
would be
joke.
a funny thing to say. Yes, I love when
I'm
you do that.
remarkably upset that you're here.
Absolutely. Like,
How are you?
I am doing well today. I was doing poorly just before coming here
Uh-huh.
due to the heat.
The
As
heat
you
is,
know,
yeah.
I was
not
an
good.
hour and a half past the time.
Well, I wasn't going to bring it up.
Yeah. Well, I had
You
to.
are a diva,
I had
but you're a
to.
self-aware diva.
I'm self-aware. And it wasn't even like it was me getting ready. 'Cause
Yeah.
this is what I have on. It wasn't like I was getting into like some ball gown. I literally did my makeup here.
Yeah.
So
So
well,
what were you? Yeah,
I
I think
was
you were
napping,
napping.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and naps make the world go round.
that's true. I would not have been the same person I am right now if I had a nap.
Yeah, right.
I
Yeah.
would have been a total.
So we have a lot to talk about today,
Yeah,
you know,
that's right.
because you are going on freaking tour.
Oh, you say tour
Oh, I say tour.
instead of tour?
Tour.
Now you're from California.
California, so I say tour.
So that's
Like,
you say tour there, and we say tour.
I do it tour. You know, I tour.
Do it tour. Yeah. Well, I am.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you for noticing.
Thank you for noticing that you're going on tour.
Yes, I'm going on tour with my new one-woman musical.
Mm-hmm.
It's called In Order to Not Work a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
And you saw the first iteration,
I think I saw the first iteration
the 25-minute.
that you wrote in 1 week.
That's right.
But now you've been working more on it.
I've been working more on it, and I will say this: I am still working on it.
Yeah.
The first show, the debut of the long version, is July 20th.
Yeah, which you all should go to. So
Well,
tell us
anyway.
about the show. Like, what's going on?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you wrote this show. You wrote a show. It's called In Order to Not Work a 9 to 5. Like, what's that?
Yeah.
What does that even mean, like, as a concept, as a title?
Basically, it is about my journey to in pursuing my passion.
Mm-hmm. ... Yeah.
One gig at a time.
Ooh.
So
That's, you know, that the
It's-
musical's good when it says one something at a time.
yeah, one blank at a time.
Yeah.
I did. ChatGPT did help me out.
Oh, nice.
With that.
Yeah.
So it's at first I had the idea just inspired from a song I wrote about all these odd
Which is
jobs.
so good.
Thank you so much. But in that song, so that was just a one-off song. I
Yeah.
wrote. And in that song,
You talk about,
all these jobs that I have to work in order to not work a 9 to 5.
yeah.
And so that's kind of where the inspiration came from for the musical. I needed something to do I needed something to write for the SoloCom Festival, which
Yeah.
is what you saw.
Yeah.
And it was getting down to the crunch time.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what the hell do I write? And I was like, you know what? Let me just write about what's going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about all these different odd jobs I'm doing, my kind of chaotic lifestyle
Yeah.
in order to not work a 9 to 5, and also in order to have the flexibility to pursue my many dreams.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
A
good.
creative career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who do you think is the audience? Like, who at the end of the show is going to give you
Mm.
the standing ovation?
I would say
Besides like your
Ben
parents and yeah.
Hawes, probably the whole team at Life and Bold. Probably.
Yeah.
Um, I think anyone who is, it's for a lot of different people. I think because
Mhm.
it is definitely for creative people, artists,
Yeah.
anyone who is like driven by um creative pursuits, and like anyone who is doing the thing like
Yeah.
we are, like
Like we
getting
are.
out there, performing, whatever it is, whatever their thing is.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of people I know are also freelancers or self-employed, so
Yeah.
they're doing all different things. And I think it's also for people who work nine to
Yeah.
fives. I
Who
think
hate it?
both who hate it and just who are fine with it. I
Yeah.
think it'll be, I'm hoping, entertaining instead of offensive, because
No, it won't be offensive.
my perception of a 9 to 5 is I think I make it out to be this really terrible thing,
Yeah.
even though I've only ever worked a 9 to 5 remotely
Yeah.
and for 6 months.
Yeah. Right.
So I did not ever have the office type job. So it's kind of, I don't know, I kind of think it's an interesting perspective
Yeah.
to have this musical, this thing that I'm really scared about.
Yeah.
And the 9 to 5 represents like the death of my dreams.
Yeah.
In the musical, and making it out to be this like terrible thing. And I was talking to my brother on the phone, and he was saying, he was like, you could like play into, kind of make fun of yourself in the musical for like how awful you're making out a 9 to 5 to be, because so many people
So
are
many people.
fine.
That's the normal thing to do. Yeah.
Which is insane to me, though.
Yeah. Right.
Which is insane.
Yeah.
But it makes sense.
Yeah.
Having structure, having the stability financially, schedule wise.
It's like the most normal thing to do. Like you go to college, you go work a 9 to 5 because you're kind of thinking, I'm going to get a steady paycheck. I'm going to get health insurance. Like,
Yep.
and the health insurance that you can get from a 9 to 5 is always really like pretty good. And like sometimes it's like very affordable, like to get the health
Absolutely.
insurance. And I've done 9 to 5s my whole career up until now. Up until
You have
like
the opposite
till now. Yeah, I'm
situation.
oh my gosh. We should do a little song about that.
Yeah.
But like
You should write a musical.
I should write a musical. Everything I've done, everything I've not done because I was watching a 9 to 5. Yeah.
Well, hey, you didn't pick up as that much dog shit, I guess.
No, I've never picked up dog
One
shit.
of my jobs.
Yeah. But I don't know. I feel like I'm really excited for your musical, and you're going
you so
on
much.
tour. So like what does
Yep.
that look like? How did you decide to do it? Why are you trying to do different cities, Like I feel like
yeah.
I'm always curious when people go on tour, you might go to like 5 or 10 different cities.
Yeah.
And first of all, what made you choose the cities? And then also like how are you, Seann Cantatore, planning to get people to come to the shows?
Yeah.
Like, are you going to be part of a lineup where you do 30 minutes or something? Or are you
Good question.
planning to like do some kind of advertising, or like, what's all that?
Yeah.
Like, I'm so curious. And is this your
Yeah.
first time doing it?
It is not my first time
Not your first
doing
rodeo.
a tour. I did one, like a music tour solo,
Yeah.
when I was like 25.
So young.
Quite young.
Just music.
Very. Yes, I was. It was before I had, or it was right around the time I started doing improv. So like I
Oh.
hadn't even started doing like
Yeah.
my own comedy really.
Yeah.
So I was still mostly doing music, writing my own songs, not doing anything really funny.
Yeah.
Those-
Right.
And
But it was funny that you were it was funny that you were going after your dreams.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, exactly. It was
That's
very,
always haha.
it was like hilarious. Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
like look at this girl trying to make it in music.
So that specific tour, I went from New York to Florida
Oh,
and back.
wow.
And I was, for that, I was more on like a lineup of people.
Yeah.
And I hired someone, like a guy like helped me book some of them.
Yeah.
I booked some of them too, like just from my own network.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was like a great experience, just meeting a lot of people. I think I made I made some profit actually.
Oh, wow.
Which is nice. I wasn't expecting to. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
if I break even with like the gas and the expenses, I found a place to stay every city but one.
Yeah.
Just because I reached out, like I made a whole post and was like,
Yeah.
I need somewhere to stay in these cities. Do you know anyone? Like,
Yeah.
so many people. Everyone is so willing to help.
Yeah.
With something like
You like
this.
stayed at people's houses and stuff?
Yeah, I stayed
Yeah.
at either family, friends, or like friends of
Connections.
friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's kind of similar with this tour, in that I chose cities that I know some people in.
Yeah, right.
So I can stay.
Yeah.
One,
stay with
I
them.
know some people who will come to the show.
Yeah.
Two, I can stay for free,
Yeah.
which is obviously a huge help. I'm trying to think of the questions you asked.
Oh, all my questions that I asked?
Yeah,
So,
it was a
like, just,
rapid fire.
we know now that it's not your first time doing
That's
a
right.
tour, because you did one when you
Yeah.
were 25. You found places to stay. You knew where to go.
Mhm.
But, like, in this tour, like, how do you choose the cities? It sounds like
Oh,
you're
right.
choosing cities where,
Mhm.
like, people... you have bigger connections, and like you might be able to get people to come to the show and like have somewhere to stay.
Yeah.
But then just kind of like how do you fill a show in a
Mhm.
different city? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, are people
It's gonna be-
excited to come like see a New York comedian? You know?
I do wonder about that. This kind of tour is new for me, the
Yeah,
comedy
yeah.
tour, and I've never written a musical, so this is also
You
a
did
new.
you wrote
well,
this musical.
This one.
Yeah.
So this is my first rodeo
Wow.
in that sense.
Yeah,
I
but it's so
don't-
good.
Thank you so much. It's gonna be a lot different. I'm excited for you to see the new and improved
But remember, I can't go.
version. Oh yeah, you can't go.
I have to live stream.
That's right. Oh, could you do the live stream?
Maybe.
Okay, there's live stream tickets, $10.
Yeah, live stream tickets, $10.
So,
Maybe I'll watch it with my
That's a great-
my family.
oh, that would be great.
It's in the afternoon.
At 1:30.
Oh, so it'll be at 10:30 a.m. my time.
You're gonna be in California.
Yeah.
I see. That's beautiful. Please do.
I will
Just watch it.
probably just be in bed watching it.
That's great.
And I've never
Um,
experienced the live stream from Caveat, so that
They
will
do a
be
great
really
job. Yeah.
cool to see your show
Via
on
live stream.
live stream. It'll be like
Mhm.
watching like VH1 or something.
Oh my god, this is so cool. Take a
Yeah.
selfie if you.
I'll
if
take
you
it.
want
Oh
to.
yeah, in bed. Shirtless?
Yeah, please do. Yes.
Yeah.
So the thing I'm a little nervous about is who is gonna come?
Yeah.
'Cause, other than people I know, I know every theater's different, so this is gonna be at it's not really a lineup of people.
Yeah.
I am trying to get a local act to open
Yeah.
in some of these places. So hopefully that could draw some more people.
Yeah.
And then I think each theater is different as far as the promotion they do.
Yeah.
I have to do as much as I can to promote, but there's only so much I can do as a person who no one knows.
Yeah.
And that is not a dig at
See,
myself.
that's,
It's just
that's
the
not a dig at
reality.
yourself. That's just the reality.
Reality
Yeah.
of it. But I'm like kind of processing before I leave, like trying to prepare for like, okay, this could be, like it's okay if the theater isn't sold out.
Yeah.
If like, I'm not. The
Yeah.
reason I'm doing this is not to make a shit ton of money. I'm fully aware that
You're not doing this in order to not work a 9 to 5.
That's right. I'm doing this in order to have a break from the city. That's
Yeah.
what kind of what inspired.
Yeah.
I need a breather.
Yeah.
The way my lifestyle is
Yeah.
right now is a little bit stressful for me, and all of the odd jobs running around.
Yeah.
Not stressful enough to get 9 to 5,
Yeah.
but just stressful enough to need a break from that.
Yeah.
So what is less stressful than that?
Touring.
Driving across the country by yourself.
You're driving?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, you have to make a whole
Yeah.
video or something.
I should do a vlog. Absolutely.
You should do a vlog of the whole thing.
Yes,
or
I have
maybe
enough
a weekly
space.
vlog or something. You have enough space.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're like gigabytes.
No, I
No.
have no storage on my phone.
No, but like you should do
that was
a
a Ben
series
joke.
or something. Yeah.
Say, did you believe me?
Yeah. That was a Ben joke. Yeah, I totally have the
Ah.
space. That's so funny. No,
Thank you so
I do
much.
think you should make content while you're on the road.
Yeah. No,
Like
I
a
should.
bunch of
Absolutely.
content. And like maybe it's just
Talking to
even as simple
myself.
as like you driving and singing like songs. Like you could be listening to the radio, like the local radio in every city, and be like
Absolutely.
singing along to like the top hits.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
that'd be fun.
Yeah, I should figure out what
Like a little series, you know.
yeah, a little series. I like that.
You know, or you could go get odd jobs in the cities on the day of your show.
Yep.
And live stream, like you could be a farmer or something.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
okay.
You know, like the simple life.
Iowa City. I'm a farmer.
Yeah,
No,
you go to
I
Iowa
actually
City. You go
prefer
to
that.
Iowa City, and you just go knock on door to door and bring a camera crew
Yeah.
and go, can I get an odd job? I'm promoting this musical, and
That
they'd be like, what?
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 It's the Northwest. They stop.
Yeah, but
What?
what's a musical?
And then they end up coming to my show, and
Then
they're
they
in the
would come
last
to your
number.
show. They bring their like 9 children, and
They're all in overalls.
Yeah, they're
they
all in
got a
overalls
hay
and bare
sticking
feet.
out of their mouth.
and then you can have a
hay.
little hair cutting station
Oh, yeah.
for like them to all get their hair cut.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because like I feel like people in overalls need a haircut.
Oh, okay. I was wondering where you were going with
Well, if
that.
you're gonna wear overalls, if you're gonna be matching overalls, you should have a similar haircut
Okay.
to each other.
So even
Even the parents.
Okay.
Yeah. If you're a family
I
wearing
never
all overalls,
thought about that.
it's my personal belief.
Okay.
Not that everybody has to believe what I believe.
Well, no, they do.
Yeah.
So
So anyway, that's my idea. Is just
I
bring
like
a camera
that.
crew around Iowa City and
That would
ask
be
people
easy enough.
if you can milk their cows.
that would be easy enough. You know, I can't wait to have manifesting here. I can't wait to have a whole crew. How
Yeah.
much easier will this be?
If you have a camera crew.
Oh, a camera crew,
Will
a
they fit in
production
your car?
crew. Absolutely not. I'll
Yeah.
have, because I'm gonna be bringing my keyboard, my equipment
Yeah.
and stuff, and
One thing I really
I'm gonna
hope
be out of
that doesn't
town for a
happen
while.
to you is that your car gets broken into.
oh my god, yeah.
I really hope that doesn't happen.
he puts this in my head. Oh, okay, yeah. I guess
That would suck because then
new
your
fear
keyboard,
for my
your
tour.
keyboard would get stolen.
Oh, I'm not gonna keep that shit in my car.
Okay. Where you put it on the top?
Might not been around this
Strap it to
town.
the top
Um,
of your car.
no, I'm gonna bring it inside wherever I.
Oh, I
You know what I'm
see.
saying, like,
yeah,
whenever
you
I'm
don't leave that in
staying.
the car to get broken into.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, right.
And
I
my
see.
car did get broken into once when I lived in Philly.
Oh man.
And I didn't even have anything in it.
Yeah.
A few
So
quarters.
how is this? Is the musical like? Is it 95% done? Is it like getting
No.
there? Are
I
you
did make
still in
progress.
process? Are you practicing?
Not practicing yet. I am in. It's in. It's still the
Development?
writing stage. Yeah,
Yeah.
like yesterday was Saturday. I had a meeting. I'm working with a director, actually via Zoom right now.
Yeah.
She's also kind of had was
Is she
getting
in
out
Iowa
of town.
City?
No, she's in Spain.
Oh my
Spain.
gosh.
But she's based in New York. But she
Yeah.
was got out of town
Yeah.
for a bit as well. So it's been great to work with someone, and she doesn't really like. She didn't know me before this. Like
Yeah.
she was I knew she directed my friend's play he wrote, so I wanted to work with someone who like didn't know me that
Yeah.
well, and like
Won't soften.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's been really great just to have like
That's cool.
an outside perspective, and obviously it's like there's benefits to already knowing someone too, but I think there's
Yeah.
benefits to someone not
Yes.
knowing you at all too.
Yeah,
And
because
like,
then they could be like, this is bad
yeah,
if
yeah.
it's bad, or they could be like, this is good if it's good.
That's what I want to hear. I want to give it to me straight.
Yeah.
This is the worst thing I've ever read.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But what did she say?
No,
The
no,
first time she liked it?
she did. She watched the video.
Oh, yeah.
So she knows like. I mean, I think that was a pretty good depiction of like my performance
Yeah, that was
style,
good.
right? Like,
Yeah.
but yeah. So right now I think I was overthinking a lot of the like what I want to say. What do I want to say in this musical?
Yeah.
Because it's the first time I've written a narrative piece.
Yes.
This is not like, you know, I've always just done variety shows.
Yeah.
Where it can be all my random songs.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's like a little theme, but usually not.
Yeah.
And this was really an opportunity that I wanted to take to challenge myself.
Yeah.
Do something that I've never done before, and it's been a struggle, but also I'm excited for it to grow. Like, I know this is just the
Yeah, this is just the first draft. Well,
Doesn't
that's
have
what
to be
I
the most
honestly,
amazing thing
I
ever.
know I was kind of joking, like, town hall, but I was like, literally, like, when I first saw it, I was like, no, this is a musical. It's a one-person musical. It's a solo show, but it's like so cohesive as a musical, and the songs are so funny, so
Thank you.
catchy. They are so like heartful, you know, like they're so like
Yeah.
enheartening. What's the word? Like they're full of
I know
heart,
what you mean. Yeah,
and
yeah.
like they really do make you feel like you want to like live your dreams,
Yeah.
and that is to me the benefit. That's what a musical should do, is like you should watch a musical and you should be walking out of the theater being like, I want to live my dreams. And that is like how I felt watching yours, because
Thank
especially at
you.
the end you know what I loved, and I won't give too much away, but at the end you do something that kind of like is a really powerful image, but it
Mhm.
makes you think, you know what, as long as I'm pursuing it,
Yeah.
I'm doing it. Oh,
I love
as
that.
long as I'm pursuing it, I'm doing it.
That's another. We need to.
T-shirts.
I need to interview you after my music. Like, you know how
Yeah.
people have testimonials,
Oh, yeah.
videos.
Yes.
You are on my pitch deck.
I am on testimonial already, right?
He's on my pitch deck.
Yeah.
Testimonial page.
Yeah.
So basically, you're the reason I got all these gigs.
Yeah.
Because I sent the pitch deck to all my.
Yeah.
I gotta send you the pitch deck so you can see it.
Oh, I would love to see the pitch
yeah.
deck.
Oh my god, I didn't think to.
Yeah, but once if you're pursuing it, you're doing it. That's gonna be my
Pursuing it,
new.
you're doing it.
That's my new phrase.
Absolutely, I
'Cause
love
I've been
that.
thinking about that a lot in my life lately, because I feel like there's such an idea of like the end game, or like achieving things or getting somewhere, and it like a brilliant philosopher once said, it's not about how fast you get there, it's not about what's waiting on the other side, it's the climb. That
It's the
philosopher is
climb.
Miley Cyrus. And actually she didn't
Yeah,
even
no,
write that song, so the real person who said that is whoever wrote
Jack
that song.
Antonoff.
Hey,
A reference
that
I
was a
knew.
good
Thank
pop
you.
culture reference, but it was not Jack
I'm getting
Antonoff.
better.
But I've been just really into the idea, that whole idea of like, as long as you're like on the path, like as long as you're doing something often, or like as much as you can to like go after what you want to achieve, that's what matters more than like achieving it. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously achieving things is fun, but
Of course. It's
I
like a
can't really do
milestone.
that. So
Right. Yeah, like we obviously are in achieving really anything
yeah.
of note.
Yeah.
If it's not in front of a bunch of people,
Yeah.
a bunch of strangers, then like, what's it all for? You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah. Right.
I love that you said this though, because, well, one, that's kind of, I'm glad that came through.
Yeah.
Even
I
in
picked
the
up on
first,
it.
and that's kind of something I didn't quite realize I wanted to say, but as I've been writing the longer version,
Yeah.
and like more developing more of a story for it, I have realized that that is something I'm trying to practice being okay with that too. Like
Yeah.
I have for a long time felt like I'm not doing, or like that my career isn't as, successful because I'm not, because I have less than 5,000 followers on
Yeah.
Instagram, for example. I have sometimes to 8 people in the audience at a show.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, like, and I see people that I know who once were at my same level,
Yeah. Oh, getting further along.
who are now like, yeah, like well known
Yeah.
or
Adam
famous,
Sandler,
or
for example.
Adam Sandler and I went to college together, of
Yeah.
course. Yeah, so that's a real pain in my tuchus. No, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. But um
Starting beef with Adam Sandler.
oh my god, I would never.
That would be so
One
good
day
for
I won't.
press for your show.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. So
And maybe
Adam
that's my
Sandler,
way to
watch
meet
out.
him. That's my way to meet him.
You don't want to come across Seann
Um,
Cantatore.
Come across. I can't. So, all this to say, what the hell were we talking about?
You feel like people are more successful than you,
Yes.
more beautiful than you.
More beautiful than, of course, I didn't see that. Hey, but yeah, no, it's like it's hard to not compare yourself to
Yes,
other
yeah.
people, especially people who are I mean, there's some like musical comedians I know who
Yeah.
are now, who I knew from
They're like
college or from improv, whatever. And you know what? I'm trying to practice not like whatever, acknowledging, okay, I had that thought. I'm comparing myself, but I'm not gonna like that's I don't want my motivation behind what I'm doing in life to ever be to get famous or to get to the same level as this specific person. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's their path. I have my own path. Again, it would be lovely to have a big following, and I'm sure that comes with pros and cons. But I'm realizing, like, for a while I was thinking my motivation was was to get was for the destination, not the
Yeah.
journey.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And that's
right.
like, I mean, that to me, that life is every single little moment.
Yeah.
So if I'm always thinking I gotta get to this, then I'm not actually living.
Yeah, and I think it's like also just like once you get if you're only focused on the destination, then once you get to the destination, then what? I guess you want to go to the next destination,
Exactly.
and you're only celebrating the destinations when you're not celebrating the journey on the way. And I also think it's a little bit deeper than my previous understanding of the journey, where it's like, okay, yeah, great, it's about the climb, but also like I do want to achieve things.
Yeah.
But I realized that there's a quote, someone named Sean Aker, ever heard of him?
No, great name.
Like a
After the first.
like a business book kind of person, and I used to read some business books, but it said his quote is happiness is the joy we feel while striving for our potential. And I've always liked that, where it's like it's about the journey, or like it's not about the destination, but it's also these little moments of joy that we feel as we're striving for our potential. And the joy can be doing a show for 8 people, or writing a new song that you're like, oh my god, that song rocks. But I do want to keep talking about the tour.
All the things
are
I
you
have in
excited to go on tour? Are you
I'm
nervous?
excited and nervous.
Yeah.
I think I'm mostly excited because I've been ready for a while now to, as I've been telling people, leave this godforsaken town.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've just been feeling very stressed here, and with, as I was saying earlier, like
honking and the cops and like
it's all of it. It's
the big city living.
I mean, driving is a luxury in ways, but it's also a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
And that is definitely a big stress.
Yeah.
Having to, I mean, it's just like an aggressive place to drive. Yeah, and then I'm becoming, and I feel like in the car, Nicole always says my New York comes out.
Yeah.
It really does.
Yeah. I'm mad.
Exactly.
I'm very, very mad.
Yeah. Oh my God, I love the octave you sang in
Yeah.
it. So
that's what you do.
that was beautiful.
Yeah.
Matt, yeah, that was about the same key too, so that was cool.
I have
good
perfect
job.
memory. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's that. It's also just, as I was saying earlier, the way I'm running around doing all these different things, and there's not much it does. I don't have much stability in my life.
Yeah.
And or consistency.
Yeah.
So what better way to get stability and consistency than
Yeah.
by going to a different city every night?
Yes,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
That's what
Yeah.
kind of
Every
what
night?
they get. No, no, not every night.
30 cities.
I am gonna be on the road for.
Yeah, where are you going?
Oh yeah, so August 3rd. I'm going August 3rd, which is actually my dad's birthday. He's a Leo.
Oh my gosh.
August 3rd is gonna be Philly,
Oh,
Philadelphia,
fun.
and
You used to live
then
there.
I did. So hopefully I'll have a pretty good audience.
Yeah, they will love it.
I mean, we'll see. Again, we don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know who's going to be. Definitely have some friends that'll come out. And then August 6th is Detroit.
Okay.
And then this is the only time I'm doing 2 in a row, but this is the only day I could get in Chicago.
Yeah.
Next
Okay.
day, August 7th. So it's going to be a
Oh my
lot.
gosh.
So it's a 4.5-hour drive.
It's Chicago Theater.
Chicago is, wait, what'd you say?
Is it at the Chicago Theater?
Oh, no. Is that a big?
Yeah.
Is that a big? He's manifesting for me.
Yeah, she's gonna do such big theaters one day.
Can't wait. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Let me know how to do that. So,
Yeah.
any hooser, Chicago's gonna be at this place,
Chicago.
Lincoln Lodge, which is like
that sounds cool.
yeah, kind of sounds like Lincoln Lodge.
Yeah, that's why I think it sounds cool.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
And then the 4th stop is August 10th in Denver.
Oh, I like that.
At this theater I have performed at before, Rise Comedy,
Mm-hmm.
which I did their comedy festival last year. So
I
it's
would
really
love to perform in
fun.
Denver.
You should submit to their comedy festival. It might still be open.
Oh, maybe I should. Denver Comedy
It's in
Club.
August. It's called Rise Comedy.
Rise Comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you can't do this year, I think they're also having a sketch.
Do you do a show? Like, do you do like a...
And what am I doing there?
Well, I'm just asking, like, what did you do last time?
Oh, I did
Some
musical
songs.
comedy.
Yeah.
I had a keyboard there, so
Was it popular?
yeah, it was a good audience.
People
each
liked
time.
it?
Each time was good.
That's
yeah.
lovely.
Because we got to perform 2 nights.
Yeah.
Which was really nice.
Oh, that's nice.
To make it worth.
Yeah.
You know. Anyway, and then eventually I'm getting to San Francisco area.
When is that?
That is, I'm gonna be out there by I want to say 12th or 13th.
August.
I'm trying to get a performance on August 17th.
Okay.
It's not set in stone, but this do you know End Games? It's like I guess they mostly
In
do
San Francisco?
improv. Yeah.
No, I don't know it, but that sounds cool.
But I'll let you know.
Yeah.
So you can tell your
I can tell all
people.
my friends and family.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna eventually make my way down to LA.
Oh, you're going to LA?
I want
Tell me about LA. I'm so like,
Oh,
what do you,
I don't have anything planned yet.
you're not doing it? You don't have a show yet?
I don't have a show booked yet.
But you're going to make it down to LA.
Yeah,
I bet you could find something.
I've asked
Oh my
around
God, my
some
friend Marno lives in LA. She has to go to your show.
Oh my God, she would like you.
She would
think?
like,
Okay.
she likes me. Anybody that likes me would like
Would
you.
like me. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And she does a little bit of musical. She's a singer, but she
is that
does
right?
some comedy stuff also.
Okay.
And she used to live in New York, and she has taken UCB classes and like
Well,
all
then
that.
right up my
and
alley.
then there's a musical comedian / influencer named Krista Sparkles. Ever heard of her?
No.
She does funny songs, but she's had like this influencing career, and
Yeah.
my friend Marno is friends with her, so she goes to her shows.
Oh, so should
So
she
might-
open even though she's more
Oh,
popular than me?
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe she would be good.
Cool.
She's a really good influencer. She does like she's done like Pilates,
Oh.
like class, like she teaches
teaches?
Pilates, and then she does fashion, like she does a lot of like
Styling.
what's it called, like designing like
Mhm.
dresses and stuff.
Oh.
And then she just kind of does everything, but she's been doing more musical comedy, so you should look her up. She's a cool person.
All right. Well, that's perfect.
But yeah, I don't
Um,
know, I feel like she does different sized gigs, so maybe she would do it.
Okay.
And then my friend Marno would definitely go.
Oh my God. Absolutely.
Yeah, Marno, if you're hearing this,
Please. Come to the
Seann is
show.
going to be in LA
I'll
when
probably be there actually. Over a week, maybe 2 weeks.
you'll be there for a while.
Yeah,
Where are
because
you
I
staying?
wanna.
Or you shouldn't say, I guess.
Well, I'm gonna stay with a couple different friends.
Yeah,
So
okay.
different neighborhoods.
So
Yeah.
if you're trying to rob her, don't even try because
Yeah,
she's
don't even
staying
try because
with
my
a
lips are
couple different
sealed.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My lips are sealed. They have a lot of locks on their doors, I've heard.
Yeah.
And a guard dog.
Yeah.
Um,
That's good.
a chihuahua.
Are you excited to be in the big city of LA?
I am. Yeah.
Do you feel like you're such a New Yorker?
Yes, I'm curious how it'll be because I'm so used to everything being so there's like whatever you need is like
Yeah.
walking distance.
No, that's not
So
going to be in LA. But like LA is kind of
Mm.
the place to be if you're like a up and coming rising YouTube star.
would you ever be a YouTube star?
What do
Like
I am a YouTube star.
no, like okay,
No,
yeah, obviously this,
No,
but
yeah.
like if
I would
you
love
could
to be
make
a
your
famous
living,
YouTuber. Yeah.
you're so good at content. And you have patience for it.
You're not into it?
I don't.
If I
I
could
like
make my
editing
living
videos, but
making
I don't.
dumb YouTube videos of me dancing in Target, I would do it.
Okay.
I would love to do that.
Would
And
you?
I've tried.
You have.
When I was in high school, I did YouTube like pretty consistently.
Oh yeah, you had a show.
I had a show and I would like make videos and put them out and like I was very committed to it and like my
Mhm.
dream was total like YouTube success. And then I did it, throughout my 20s I had different YouTube videos and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Now I have my musical comedy on YouTube on one page and then I have my podcast on another page, but
Two separate pages.
yeah, but the podcast I feel like has potential to like get more traction.
Yeah, I mean it's so good, especially the episode with she was a young musical comedian up and
Seann
coming.
Cantatore.
I think that was the
Yeah,
name.
and
Yeah.
she's coming in up too.
Yeah, she's coming up. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's up and
coming up.
Do you have okay, so this is so funny. Were you there? Oh no, you weren't at
And
the
you were there.
you weren't at this show, I don't think. Oh no, because you had a Rent My Booth thing.
Oh yeah, Rent My Booth brought to you by Rent My Booth.
Brought to you by Rent My Booth. Another page for Rent My Booth.
Yeah.
So, uh,
Oh
we
yes,
were
this
saying,
was last Saturday
last Saturday,
at Stonewall Inn.
Steven Zakari show.
So good.
Love him to pieces.
Love the guy.
And so me and Nicole did our duo thing, and after one of our songs, I don't know the reason, but I said something like, it was the Grease thing. I was like, that was,
Oh yeah. You did a Grease act.
two up and coming, actors, whatever.
Yeah.
Played by two up and coming actors, and then I was like, yeah, and we're up and coming, but we've been doing this for 25 years.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you, the amount of times I've heard.
Did people laugh?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. Kidding me?
Because you're Seann Cantatore.
But thank you so
A
much.
pro.
The up and coming though, it makes me laugh because I hear this or something like what's the other word for it? Like up and coming or
A rising star,
budding.
a
Yeah.
budding comedian.
And it's like, no, we've been like busting our asses
Yeah.
for some time now. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe though I see it's only when a lot of people know about you
Mhm.
are you
Up and coming.
just or like that means that then you're worth something, which is what I don't like about like what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
That you have to have an audience to make money on comedy.
I guess that's part of it, but of course,
Yeah,
it
but
makes
I love
sense.
that.
No, what are we without an audience?
What are we?
Right?
Yeah.
But I'm meaning like there's this it comes off it's this like vibe of you need to be
the business
famous
part of it.
to be you're not good unless you're
Oh.
famous maybe.
I see. Like people are
I don't know.
equating people's quality of their act with their ability to build an audience.
I think so.
Yeah.
Although I see plenty of people who have a big audience who I don't think are that great,
Yeah.
which
But why do you
is
think
fine.
that's a good thing to talk about? Why do you think people have a good audience if they're not good comedians?
Maybe
Is it because they're better at online content?
that could be it. I saw a few times some people who are like have a good following on social media
Yeah.
and have gone viral on there and stuff, and then I saw them do stand up in person, and I was like, this is actually really not good.
Yeah.
And actually was kind of comforting. I was like, oh, okay, that actually doesn't mean jack squat. Am I boring you?
No.
I love how
I was
he's
just like
trying
hiding.
to hide it. Even
I
though I'm
was
looking
yawning.
into his eyes, he goes,
I was like,
he literally says, Ben literally says,
oh.
but in a yawn.
Oh my God. I was trying to not yawn because I didn't want, but then I should have just yawned.
I would have rather you go, One of my favorite things is catching people in a yawn.
No,
I
but
love
no,
when
that's so funny. No, but yeah, you were comforted by the fact that someone sucked.
Yeah, I don't know, it's this weird thing. And also because, like, that just goes to show you, too, like, because that doesn't necessarily mean they suck all the time.
Yeah.
I have had bad shows or I felt like I did not do great or it just didn't hit with the audience. To the people who are just seeing me, that's the only time they're ever seeing me, they're going to be like, oh, she's not good.
Yeah.
And, like, I can't control that, like, like, what people think about me. And I think, so it's comforting, one, that people with big followings can suck, because it makes me feel better as a comedian. But also, it's comforting because I kind of relate. I'm like, okay, like, I think there's just this thing I've put into my own head / the media.
Yeah.
Who knows
media.
all this shit? the damn liberals.
Yeah.
They put into, but I don't know exactly. It's all these factors.
Yeah. No, I
feel
I don't know.
a story.
I feel like sometimes when I see somebody who has a big following, who goes on stage and does stand up or improv or something like that, I do think there's a level to which, like, it's two different things. You know, like, you could have an audience online who's passionate about coming to see you perform because they want to meet you or, like, see you in person.
Yeah.
But the real thing that would be hard to do, and that is hard to do, is build connections with people when they see you live and get them to come back.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna go up on stage. Like, I have a show this Wednesday. I feel like it's hard to get people to like you in person, like in a in-person show, and then follow you and then keep coming back to your shows, you know?
Yes,
like, I feel like that's the ultimate challenge. Not as much like growth on social media. It's more the growth of, like, oh, we met this couple. Like, I have this couple, this, like, a guy and a girl who, like, they came to one of my shows, or I performed at a show that they were at one time, and now they come to my shows. And, like, that's cool.
That's the
like,
way to
that's
build.
the way to do
Grassroots.
it. But, like, it's just kind of an interesting thing to navigate the online stuff with the in-person stuff.
Yeah, it's because it's hard to get people who follow you on social media to come to your shows. Especially because also people like the post, but none of the 4,000 followers and 2 people at the show.
And people could follow you all around the country and the world. So, like, if you're not doing a show, that's why it's good to go on tour. Tour. But if you are in New York, like, you really want to build a following, like, in New York and start to build. It's kind of like you have to do both. You have to do the social media so that when you do go on tour.
Say it again.
Tour. I was trying to say it like you. I was trying to say it like you.
Shore.
Shore.
And then say tour.
Tour.
It sounds unnatural when you say tour.
Like, I tore this piece of paper.
Tour.
I say tour. T-O-U-R. That's how it's spelled.
Okay, but what about pour? P-O-U-R.
Pour. P-O-O-R.
And what about pouring a drink?
Pour.
What about sour? Nothing lines up in English. What about S-O-U-R? Sour.
Sour. Tower.
P-O-U-R.
T-O-W-E-R. Tower.
No, that's tour. So, thank you for noticing that, by the way. Thank you for noticing, or I'm sorry, for saying that it's good to go on tour.
Yeah.
Because it, I was having this como se dice, back and forth of, like, is this really dumb to be
Oh.
leaving New York when I'm like in a good, like career
Oh.
wise, I'm doing well here as far as comedy, musical comedy career plus
Yeah.
all my odd jobs that are
Yeah.
gigs I have here, and leaving for 2 months, I'm gonna be taking a huge pay cut
Yeah.
of not obviously I
All the
won't
things you're
have all
doing to
those.
not have a 9 to 5.
Yeah, I'm not gonna have
Yeah.
those while I'm on the road
That's why I think you should go up to doors and ask if you
and
can
ask for
farm for
odd
them.
jobs. No,
Ask
that'll
for
be a
odd
good use of my
jobs.
time.
Or like you should
Um,
do content where like you go into like a Dairy Queen and be like, "Can I work for you for a day?" And they say no, and then that's just the whole
and that's
TikTok.
the thing. Wouldn't it be cool if they said yes?
That would be so. If
And
they
it's
say
like a way to
yeah,
promote my show.
that would be so
Um,
good.
but I will. Maybe I can like hand out flyers or something. Anyway,
Yeah, flyers would be nice.
that'd be cool. But what was I saying?
It's good to go on tour.
Oh yes, because I was having this kind of conflict,
Oh yeah,
inner conflict of, and like from like my mom was saying like, oh well, you're doing so great in New York, like why'd you leave? And then I was like thinking about, I was like, oh, like maybe that I should just stay, but inside me something like my gut
something
has
deep
been
within
telling
inside.
me
Yeah,
deep
Yeah.
inside is saying you need to take a breather
Yeah.
from here.
Your inside voice is going, "Go to Denver.
Yeah,
Go to LA.
the mountains.
Yeah,
Soar.
the mountains call
Fly,
you.
eagle,
Yeah,
fly.
Erwan wants you to go.
Air, $19 smoothies.
$19 smoothies.
So, like, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I gotta go.
Good. Yeah.
But you know what I mean? So,
Yeah, no, it's good
it's
to go
not
on
like-
tour.
and it's not like
The Jonas Brothers do it.
they do it. They do fine.
Yeah.
They do just fine.
Yeah.
And I think another thing I got to remember is it's not like every like I'm going to be gone for 2 months, like it's not like everyone here is going to forget about me or like
No,
when I
they
come
won't
back.
forget about you.
Like I
Your
mean
legacy lives on.
yeah. So and like we're all engrossed in our own lives. Like no
Yeah,
one's
2
going to
months
be
is
like,
nothing.
"Where's Sean?" Like no one's going to be like, "I miss Sean." No, I'm just
We
kidding.
will
No,
say we
we'll
miss
say I
you.
miss you. But I'm aware that it's not like this
I feel like I really want my friend
crazy
Marno
thing.
to go see your show in LA. If you do a show in LA.
I will absolutely do a show
Yeah.
there, and she will absolutely have to come.
And like your show is so inspiring.
Thanks.
It's just such an inspiring
Man.
act, you know?
Thank you. It was really nice to write something that's a little more. That's not all
Has some heart.
silly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh, I just remember the final scene.
Yeah.
I won't give it away.
Yeah. But that's my favorite to see.
Yeah, it's a really good singing, but it's also just a really good
Thanks.
visual. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know exactly the part.
So
you're
what?
talking about.
Okay, so if somebody's trying
You're
to,
gonna have to see the show.
if someone's trying to see this show all around the country,
Right.
where do they go? Do they follow you on Instagram?
Yes. Follow me on Instagram would be the best way.
Yeah.
Seann Cantatore.
Seann Cantatore.
Seann. If you
Yeah.
can imagine. And
And you can remember that like Sean because she can't a Tory, you know.
yeah, because I can't a Tory that because I can't.
Some people can a Tory.
And it actually means singer in Italian. Did I ever tell you that?
I think maybe I just knew that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I knew that, but it just seems like it
Worked
sounds
out.
like that.
It worked out really well.
Yeah.
And get this.
What's your middle name? Bozo?
Yeah, actually.
It means clown in Italian.
Actually, I have
Clown
two.
singer.
Margaret Elena.
Wow.
My grandma's name and my great grandma's.
Well, those are more beautiful than Bozo.
Thanks. And arguably more beautiful than Sean. But actually, I like Sean.
Yeah, we like Sean.
I like Sean as my first name. I can't imagine being named anything else. Can you imagine me being named?
Like Destiny.
Hi, I'm Destiny.
Oh my God.
Whoa, I'm a
There's-
different person.
Yeah. Well, what do you want to leave the people with? What do you want to say about
Well,
Life in Bold, about your tour, about your songs?
I-
Like, what are you excited?
I'm really excited. I think it's I think
You're falling asleep
you
as
want-
we.
Oh, I'm really bad at saying words today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the heat has really gone to me, but
Hey, sit up straight.
I think
You're like a teen star, and I'm like forcing you. I'm gonna give you some energy juice.
so yeah, thank you. So I think, like we said,
Yeah.
enjoying the journey, because enjoying the moments that
Yeah.
that are leading you to, you don't even know where, but one of the quotes, the place I'm dog sitting at, she has these like a quote for each day, so I've
Yeah.
been like turning it every day. And there was one that said, it's not about the journey.
Yeah.
It's not about the destination, it's
It's
about
about
the
the journey.
journey.
Yeah.
And
And that's what it is.
trying to be present when I'm writing, present
Yeah.
when, whatever, with whatever I'm doing. And I think if you if like, I think a lot, what stops a lot of people is that they feel like they're not ready to
Oh,
do
yeah.
something, which I have definitely dealt with and felt, but I think you're never going to feel fully ready.
Yeah.
So if I can offer any inspiration with what I'm my endeavor for this summer is, I don't feel ready at all.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be imperfect, and I'm gonna learn a lot of stuff along the way.
Yeah.
But I'm also like done with just like waiting to feel ready.
Yeah. If you wait till
Yeah.
you're ready, you're never gonna get going.
Exactly. And I, turning 32 in a
Ugh.
week, and
Yeah.
I'm not trying to I'm trying to live my life in bold.
Yeah. Oh my God. And we'll end on that.
Sorry.
And I love everybody for
Not
listening.
sorry.
Take a moment to click subscribe if you're listening right now.
If you come to the
Follow,
show,
like, rate, subscribe.
I would love for you to come to the show.
Sean's show
July
in order to not work a 9 to 5, touring the country
Kickoff
this
is
summer
on Saturday, July 20th at 1:30 p.m.
at
Caveat in.
And you can live stream
Lower
for
East Side.
$10.
Yeah.
So if you're not in New
aren't
York, you
here.
can live stream it for $10, which I will be doing. And I'm very excited to do.
Thank
And
you.
then you can follow this podcast at Life in Bold Pod on Instagram and TikTok.
Please
And
do.
you can also follow Life in Bold Pod on YouTube, which is the most fancy place ever on the internet. And then you can follow me, Ben Hawes, at Laugh with Ben. Ha ha ha. Laugh with Ben. And that's on TikTok and Instagram as well. So with that, we love you. We hope you have a great day, an even better week. And do not forget to live your life in bold. Thank you.